and welcome to Gameaholicspodcast, episode 13. This is season 1, episode 1. Welcome. It has been a while. And I am your lovely host, Kickler, joined, as always, for the most part, with my ginger friend, Archer.
What's up, guys?
It has been
You have the days?
a long time.
When you have that day?
November 7th was when we posted the last episode.
That's crazy.
It has been 2 months. That's not bad. No, 3. It's been 3 months. That's pretty bad. Well, hello. We did tell everybody that we were taking a little break. Holidays kind of got crazy, and we wanted to really kind of change and come up with a better way of making episodes. Episodes that will last, I think, was my goal anyway. That way somebody can come back a year from now or something and jump into any episode and it'll be relevant.
Yeah.
Where I was feeling like we were doing news podcasts and there's so many news podcasts out there that I was just like, well, heck, if you're listening to this a month later, it's already expired. Yeah. And we were just trying to cover a lot of everything all in one. We were trying to do the beer of the week, the games that we've played, a discussion topic, the news, and everything. And it was just a lot, and it kind of overwhelmed making notes, I think, too.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Anyway, so if we sound a little rusty, that is why.
Rusty spoons.
Yes. Anyway, take it away, Archer.
Well, we are still doing beer of the week because you can't have Gameaholics without the holics. So this week we're doing Miller Lite, and this was actually the first successful mainstream beer in America, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Oh, it was the first successful light beer, so they kind of kicked off that light type of beer, which is actually I go towards more than regular.
Yeah, as we've been exploring beer and you've been opening my mind up to it a little more, I find that the darker beers are harder to palate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, in 2010, it won a gold medal for Best American Light Lager.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So just 10 years ago, it was getting awards.
Mm-hmm. So this beer, Miller Lite, got its name in 1975, but there's some history before that where the main owners kind of kicked off the beer. The name was something else, I don't remember what it was, but they went under and sold it. And it's gone through like 3 or 4 owners until getting to where it's at now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It always scares me when a company like that is switching ownership so often. Because it's like, well, is this really gonna last?
So I've never had a Miller Lite. I've had Miller High Life, which is pretty good. So I'm guessing I'm gonna like the light better.
Probably.
We'll find out. You wanna go first?
And yeah, I was just reading the can. They use choice hops from the Pacific Northwest. That's supposed to deliver more taste, aroma, and color with only 96 calories per 12 ounces.
Wow.
And it says Miller Brewing, established 1855. So yeah. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, we are drinking cans today.
Yeah, I think it's the first can.
No, we've had a few cans. At least one. Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but we've had at least one can, I do know that. That was a good one.
I got the Big Boss.
Yeah.
The 24 fluid ounces. What on 12? There's only 2 in here?
I would assume that's 12.
Yeah.
I don't see anything on the can, actually. Oh, 12 fluid ounces, 355 milliliter.
Sick.
Right off the bat, that smells very hoppy.
Mm-hmm. Smells like Coors Light a little bit.
It actually kind of smells like champagne, weirdly enough. Archer's face right now, though.
It's light.
It is very light. It's very sweet as well.
Oh, that's good. Put a little OJ in there. Fucking yeah.
Oh, I had some OJ. I should have saved some. That would have been good. Archer's been on this thing where he likes to put orange juice in his beer. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about it, because it sounds hella weird. But it's pretty good, and it kind of scares me a little bit how good it is.
It doesn't even... I don't know, it's just so smooth, and then like orange juice just makes everything better.
Yeah, it is very smooth. I will admit that.
Fucking wow.
I'm making notes as we go along to see if it makes editing a little easier. We'll try it out and see.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to talk about games we've played since last we recorded, or games we've recently played? What are you thinking? Because it was Christmas in between, so I'm sure we both have been playing some new ones.
I grinded the hell out of Call of Duty.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of fell off Call of Duty, to be fully honest.
You did?
A little bit.
I was just grinding the revolver to get the snake shot round.
Mm-hmm.
And like once you get that, like you're unstoppable.
And that's the one where it's kind of like a shotgun, right?
Yeah. Dude, it's fucking insane. And like I can just run around with that and be perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. Because I'll use FMJ as well, and it makes it like the most OP thing in the whole game.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'll have to come try that.
Yeah, I ran around with that for like a month and a half, and my KD almost almost above a 2.
Wow.
So it's getting high.
That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty sick. And we just recently started playing Apex again.
Yes.
I can never get tired of that game.
I can't either. It's such a good game.
We just barely started playing with the new off. So
yeah, I unlocked Revenant last night, and me and Archer actually got an Xbox to borrow.
Yeah.
So he's coming to the dark side.
And it's been a shit show so
it has.
far.
It has. We have the worst luck with mics with Archer. Because we play crossplay on Call of Duty. This is really what made me fall off, I think, is we tried to play the crossplay, and I just couldn't ever hear you. It was so bad.
So weird. It was only with you, because I played with a couple of other Xbox guys, and they could hear me fine.
It's seriously so awful. Like, so one, either I can't hear you, or two, you sound like a robot so bad, or it sounds like you're getting dunked underwater. It is terrible.
That's my turn on. Being waterboarded.
We're learning new things about Archer every day. No, I would just sit and, like, we'd try and call things out or have a conversation or anything, and seriously, it was almost impossible.
Yeah.
But you could hear me fine, right? Yeah, that's the weirdest thing.
And then with the Xbox, the fucking mic just stops working, like, just disconnects. Nope.
And it's only on Archer's end. I'm fine. I plug my mic in. My mic sounds great. It works great. No problems.
I used an actual Xbox One wireless mic and a wired one. I don't understand.
I don't understand how the wired one.
It was working a lot better towards the end of the night last night.
Yeah, it was. But the freaking wired one isn't supposed to disconnect, and then it was just...
You think it could be the controller?
It could be. I've got spare controllers. I'll just send you home with one.
Yeah, we'll test it tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just not connecting there.
It's just so weird. But yeah, anyway, so since Archer got an Xbox, we actually got to play Apex together for like the first time. Second time. You hopped on some of these and played. So did you get Xbox Gold?
I got the
Game Pass Ultimate?
yeah.
Yes.
I downloaded PUBG too. I was like, oh, I can try it.
Game Pass is so good.
There's so many games on there.
So good.
Yeah, I haven't looked at all of them, but I'll download like Minecraft and shit. I like that game.
Oh, dude.
We can play Minecraft.
We can play Minecraft. It's crossplay with everything now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy it. So.
Yeah, well, just download it on Game Pass if you've got it. But we can play. I've got a world. It's been amazing. That's a game I play all the time. Almost every week. I hop in for a little bit.
Game.
I got you. I'll build all the stuff.
Demo redstone.
Yeah, I'll do the redstone. You can just do whatever. Build stuff, mine stuff, fight monsters. I don't care.
Dude, I like the mining part.
I hate that part.
I'll do that shit all day long.
I like survival, but I hate mining. It drives me nuts. I'd rather be up top building redstone stuff. Anyway, playing with Revenant, I quite like him.
Yeah.
I still have yet to get his ultimate to work. So I plant it down and I pick up the power, but I haven't died yet, so I don't know how it works quite yet. Because I know when you die, you're supposed to respawn where it is, but I haven't been killed while in it yet.
So I was killed when we were playing while I was in it.
Okay.
Remember when a squad came up behind us and we were testing it and you put it down and we both grabbed onto it?
Yeah.
And then I got fucking sniped out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when they came up behind us, I had just put it on, and I got drilled right there, died, and then came back and wiped them, and they got sniped.
So, when you come back, do you have full health?
Yeah.
Oh, so it doesn't
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I hit full health.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I was playing today and I planted it down inside of a house in a really good hiding spot and picked it up, and then I was like, I'm just gonna rush these guys, and I rushed them and ended up wiping the whole squad, so I didn't even get to try it. Anyway, anything else you've been playing that you want to talk about?
I've been playing Madden 20, but it's not real fun to talk about.
I threw the football. I got a pass.
Rainbow Six, a little bit. They finally dropped their season pass.
And they've been talking about that for like 5 months.
Yeah, it's dropped now. But it looks alright. I mean, all the cool shit is where you get to buy it, of course, but, you know.
So, I've been, since last we recorded, I picked up Pokemon, both Sword and Shield. I've just worked on, grinding out, catching all the bonds. They did announce a DLC pack for it. Already? Yeah. So have you heard of this yet?
No.
Okay, so just a quick update. Typically how Pokemon games work is they'll release the 2 versions. So this one's the Sword and Shield. And then usually the next year or the year after they'll release either Sword 2 and Shield 2 or like Gun, like Pokemon Gun. That's a combination of the both. But this time they're not doing that 3rd iteration of game. They're just doing DLC. So there's a pack. You buy the pack, it's $30 for both of them. The first one comes out in June, and it's a Island of Armor. And it's a new area to go and explore. And it's supposed to add a whole bunch of new Pokemon and a whole bunch of old ones. Since the whole, not every Pokemon is in the game, they're adding more. And then end of this year, I think fall, they'll be adding the second one, which is like a Crown Tundra, so it's like a winter-themed area, and same thing, a couple of new Mons and a bunch of old. And I think they said they're adding another 200 old Mons into the game.
Nice.
So yeah, it'll be kind of cool.
Yeah, JC flew through that game.
Yeah, it's not very long. The real appeal of Pokemon is catching all of them at the end and battling, like people online.
Plus they have the online,
Nice. So I've been breeding up Mons to be competitive, and because if you're new to competitive, what you have to do is you have to breed certain natures. Certain natures either boost, like, let's say your attack stat, or lower your attack stat. So they always raise one stat and lower another. So you have to breed to get the right nature. You also have to breed to get the right individual values. So there's like a hidden value that varies and adds more to, say, attack stat or whatever. And so you have to breed to get the perfect ones of those. And then you have to EV train, which means you have to go and you have to knock out a whole bunch of a certain Pokemon to boost your EVs, which again boosts those stats. And so it's really complicated. It takes a really long time. They've made it a lot easier in this game, because before it was like you'd really have to do all of that. And in this new one, with the raids, you're able to actually catch Pokemon with perfect IVs and with hidden moves and good natures. But they've also added bottle caps and ability changers and some other items, nature mints, so you can tweak the stuff in mons that aren't exactly perfect. So yeah, it makes it a lot easier. It takes a lot of money and a lot of battle points to be able to do that. But yeah, it's kind of complicated. It's really complicated, but that's the side of Pokemon I enjoy. So that's what I've been doing.
That's good.
Yeah, I've kind of fallen off of it a little bit. I still hop on and do a bunch of raids and a bunch of breeding and battle, once or twice every week. I'll pick up more once I kind of finish up some other games, I think. But yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it a lot. I picked up Civilization 6 for the Switch. It's a turn-based strategy game where you have to build through history, basically. It's a lot of fun. It's probably one of the most complicated games I've tried to pick up and learn myself. Mm-hmm. It's pretty complicated, but it's been a lot of fun. I won my very first match, which was surprising, and then won my second one in a different way. So there's a few different ways that you can actually win. Mm-hmm. And so I was able to do it a different way, in a way that I set out to. So I thought felt pretty good. Yeah.
I want to play. I seen it on Game Pass. State of Decay. You seen that?
That's a freaking fun game.
I want to start playing that.
I have. I bought it before it was on Game Pass. It's really good. That's a fun game.
I like that you can build your shit.
Yeah.
And also
so
it's online and you can run up on other squads, right?
So I never played it online. I don't think. So how I played is it's like single player, and you get to build up your fortress and your people and whatever. And basically you just have to survive. There's like quests and objectives and things that you can do, but the whole objective is to build up your settlement and survive. Mm-hmm. And
is it third person or first?
Third. It's a lot of fun, but it got so repetitive that I just kind of got bored of it. Yeah. Playing with somebody would be a lot more fun, but I just got to the point where it was like all I could fight was these huge hordes or these really overpowered zombies, and I just kept losing people, and it was just like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
type of thing.
I wish they'd making their Left 4 Dead, bro.
Oh yeah, but that's Valve. Huh? Valve doesn't make games anymore.
I don't even care who picks it up. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I do. No, not you, EA. EA, stay out of it.
We don't like EA, but they did make that Star Wars game, which is supposedly pretty good.
I haven't played that.
I have not either.
They should have just put it on Game Pass.
Yeah, they should.
I'm tired of buying new games.
I am too. Game Pass just makes it way too hard to want to buy games.
They have some pretty decent, they have really good games in there.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, the other game that I've been playing is Hellblade, which is on Game Pass. It is also on xCloud streaming, and I'm in the beta for xCloud. So I'll just prop my phone up at work and I play the game a little bit.
Nice.
So I
never know if I can come say hi to you at work. Are they passing?
I saw you drive by the other day and I was like, yeah, come back!
I don't ever know if you're whistling. I'm like, that place looks too fancy for me to go in
there. A lot of times I am, but you can always text and ask, and if I don't respond, you can just leave or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, Hellblade's pretty cool. It's a third-person, story-driven game. It's kind of horror-like, so it's kind of scary. A little bit of action, but it's mostly there for the storytelling. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through it, so I'm just about to wrap it up. It has not been like super scary at all. It's been creepy, like the atmosphere and some of the characters and stuff are creepy, but the actual gameplay hasn't been scary at all, which is good because I don't like spooky scary.
Sick. So
that xCloud stuff.
You like it?
Oh, it works so good.
That's awesome. Is that powered by Google?
No, that's Microsoft completely.
Microsoft.
Yeah. So I'll just pull it up and show you. There's a ton of freaking games that you can just hop on and play at any time. What's wrong one? And so I have pretty crappy internet at work. And it runs the games just fine. Like, a very little input lag, if any at all.
Have you played any online matches?
I did play Halo 5 online while at work. The weirdest thing is what it does is all of a sudden, like, all the colors and textures will change and they look weird. So, like, it'll all of a sudden look like a red film or a red and green film went over the top, so everything just turns that color. But it's just for a split second and then it comes right back. So, but anyway, here's a list of all the games that are free for xCloud beta members. And I can just hop on at any time and launch the game and just start playing anywhere, as long as I have internet connection of some kind. And it works, like I said, really well. Yep. Just a Bluetooth controller. I just toss it in my backpack when I go to work. And yeah, it's... don't know if I would...
prices will be on that?
I don't. They haven't said anything about it. I would be shocked if they didn't just include it with Game Pass.
Yeah.
Honestly, if Game Pass Ultimate's $15 a month, I think they just bundle it in with that, and that's it.
Maybe add $5 to it.
If that even. I really don't think they'll add anything. I think it'll just be another service.
That'd be cool.
That would be way cool.
Do you like Gameaholics Podcast? Have you purchased any of their merch? Well, why not? Head on over to our website, Gameaholicspodcast.wordpress.com, and hit the store tab. You'll be redirected to our partner Teespring, where you can purchase men's t-shirts with our logo, women's t-shirts with our logo, a sticker, and coffee mugs as well. We will be adding new products as they become available, so feel free to check it out whenever you can.
Well, seasons.
Yes. So we'll move on into the episode. What we're going to do is we're going to kind of break the show into seasons. What we're hoping to do is to have about 6 to 10 episodes per season. Does that sound about right?
I feel like that's a pretty good milestone.
Yeah, and we'll vary it depending on the topic and whatnot, obviously. And if we find that we're not getting through all the stuff we want to and we want to go longer, we'll go longer.
We would love more feedback too.
Yes.
That'd be great.
That's going to be the biggest thing I think that we want to get. What we're going to do is we're going to record an episode and we're going to give me as much time as I need to edit it and make it polished. So I'm going to start adding like background music. I'm going to put little spots in for us to come in and like talk about something if we forget something while we're actually recording. I want to build like an actual intro to the show, all sorts of stuff like that. And so for now, we're going to record and the episode will come out when it's ready. I don't want to necessarily put a time frame to myself.
Yeah.
We're trying to shoot for every other week, but we'll see. If it's like every third week or, 1 week's the third week and the next one's the other, that's what's going to happen. Not really going to stick to a schedule as it stands at the moment.
which I'm sure we'll get to a schedule at some point. We just gotta find out where our sweet spot is.
Yeah, we want to find our sweet spot. I want to find like the best day for us to upload to get more views as well. Mm-hmm. And I want to really make sure that the quality is there. Mm-hmm. With our old episodes, it was like we'd record on a Saturday, we post on Sundays, and so I stayed up extra late and edited all through the morning to get it posted. Mm-hmm. And I felt like, they were okay edits, but they weren't perfect. Yeah. So I really want to be able to sit down and take some time to really edit them.
I have a couple. I want to have a little bit more guests too. I think that'd be fun.
I think guests would be good.
And I kind of want them to come in with, we'll tell them what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. That, kind of more of an improv thing. I guess. I think it would be nice.
I think that would be too.
I think it'd be a better flow of topic.
Yeah, I find, because we do notes for the episodes, but what we do is bullet points. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like when we type everything out, we're just like, okay, bullet point 1 is this. Bullet point 2 is this.
They're 5-word sentences. On a bullet point. It's not a script, it's...
Yeah, and I felt like we just kind of went down each one. Yeah. And just read what we had written and then moved on. Mm-hmm. Which isn't terrible, but especially for the news section or something.
Yeah.
But I really want us to become carry a conversation and become the professional of giving that information.
We're getting better as it goes.
Yeah.
Because we started with little to no experience with this, which I feel like we've done pretty damn good about that.
I do too.
But yeah, it flows pretty well.
Yeah. So each season, we're going to assign a topic that'll have anything to do with gaming. It'll be a deep dive into a genre, a specific game or series of games, a specific game mode maybe, a look at a certain console, and most importantly, suggestions from the community, I think. Mm-hmm. If anybody has any ideas, they can shoot us an email or a DM or whatever and just say, hey, here's a topic that maybe you guys can incorporate. Mm-hmm. Anything you want to add with that?
I don't think so.
Okay. I think what would be fun is if we assigned a challenge to the season as well.
Yeah.
It could be anything to do with that topic. And at the end of the season, we'll sit down and talk about how the challenge went. Did we finish it? Did we not? Was it super hard? Was it easy? Just what we thought.
Yeah.
Something to kind of tie it all together.
Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to send us challenges you would like to see.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
And we could do a whole bunch of little challenges. If people are sending us requests, we could just be like, all right, this episode we're going to challenge 10 headshots in Apex or whatever. Just talk about our experience trying to do that or whatever.
Speaking of Apex, since we are both on the same console, we can stream.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. We wanted to do that in between episodes. So there was at least something coming out for you guys to listen and watch and see how it is.
Yeah. Xbox makes it super easy to stream. You can just stream straight from the console. It's a little bit lower video quality than if we got a standalone capture card, but since there's 2 of us, we'd have to get 2, so we could just do 1 and experiment with that. That'd be cool.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. I want to start streaming for sure.
That'd be cool. That'd be way cool. And we could do it together or individually. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd rather do it together.
I don't
like having randoms. They suck. They're so difficult.
Anything you want to add to genres or seasons in general?
We can expand it as much as we want. We just want to make sure that we're giving it everything,
Yeah. And this is a open list as well. An open thing that we'll hopefully iron out down the road. But this is something that we are more than able to change whenever.
Yeah.
So we
That's kind of what I like about it. It's not set in stone.
Yeah, and it's very
flexible.
Yeah, the way that we've kind of talked about it is it's very just general guidelines, which we can then twist and manipulate and change as much as we need or want to, which will be cool.
Yeah, sweet. So, should we talk about the first season?
Archer, where are we? What's going on?
Just relax. And I'll be okay. Here, you'll need this.
Did you just give me a gun? What on earth do I need this for?
Here, man, drink this. Better?
Sure, I guess.
Alright, let's fucking do this.
Team Deathmatch.
The first season is going to be Archer's favorite game genre. Tell him what it is.
We're going to do first-person shooter for our first season.
Yeah.
It's going to be sweet.
Lots of Call of Duty, because this is a Call of Duty podcast.
Yeah, baby.
We've gotten that comment a few times. We'll just dive right into it. We'll make it worse.
No other first person. COD is the only one.
Oh, COD is life.
No, it's not we're not going to be talking about a specific game, but more like, say, just improvements in 3D sound, graphics. We were like, you can see shadows in video games now.
Yeah.
Remember that video I showed you of Battlefield 5? And that shadow is, you can get saved. And I have a video of in Call of Duty, in Modern Warfare, where a shadow had saved me.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, and with those new consoles coming out that are all going to support ray tracing, it's going to make it even better.
Yeah.
For both sound and visual as well.
I would love to see them implement mirrors in first person.
That would be
so
cool.
You can, dude, that'd be so freaking awesome.
What if crazy idea. What if you had like a sticky gun so you could shoot like a little ball onto the ceiling that was reflective so that you could like peek around corners?
That'd be awesome.
That would be a cool like Apex
like Rainbow Six
idea. Rainbow. That would be so cool.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool. Anyway, if we're going to do first-person shooters, I think we need to really sit down and say where we're going to draw the line, what we're going to include, and all of that. So, are we just doing any game where you are in first person and hold a gun?
No, not necessarily like Skyrim first person technically.
But you don't hold a gun.
You don't hold a gun, no.
But Fallout is a first person game where you can use guns. Are we going to include stuff like that?
Well, like so PUBG, you can be third or first.
Okay.
Do we include that?
That's what we need to talk about.
Yeah.
So I think we need to come up again, like with the season, generalized kind of rule set that we will take and apply each game that we think can apply to this topic. And if it doesn't fall into it, we kick it out. So I'm going to sit and write it down, but I think for the first note is obviously it has to be first person or have a first person option.
I like that. First person shooter.
Do we think, so like PUBG, it was originally built to be a third person game, but they added first person.
Yep.
Do we include games that started as third person and then added first person later?
I think we should probably stick with true first person.
Okay, so no
optional.
Yeah, no optional.
Um,
So like GTA.
Yeah, no.
GTA was third person. They added a first person. We're not including that.
That's even hard to be a first person. You ever tried that?
That is hard.
It's the hardest thing I've ever tried.
They did just add that GTA 5 to Game Pass.
I seen that. I'd be down to fuck people up on that game.
We can do some.
Probably get fucked up, but
Oh,
I'm down to
probably.
try. I wonder if I can. I don't remember any of the passwords to that because I played Xbox 360, GTA 5, and I know you can import your stuff.
That'd be
But
cool.
I'm not on the same profile anymore. So
I'm sure we could figure it out.
Yeah. I don't remember the email or the password.
Okay, so we are going to put has to be designed for first person.
Mm-hmm. First persons.
Okay, let's go back to the Fallout. So Fallout is it was designed to be first person. It has a third person element to it. But it is a role-playing game.
Mm-hmm.
But it is technically a first-person game that you can shoot. Are we going to include stuff like that?
If it's titled as a first person, I think we should include it.
So stuff like Fallout and Outer Worlds will all fall into that, okay? So we can include those.
Sweet. Anything you want to add?
Let's kind of throw out an idea of a few games that are
Rainbow Six.
Siege.
COD, of course.
Fallout.
Halo.
Halo.
Apex. Battlefield. Battlefront.
That's a good one. I haven't played in a while.
I just bought Battlefront 2.
Ooh,
Have you read about that?
No.
Yeah, I bought that.
Sweet.
Right when the Star Wars, we went and watched it.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I bet that shit's on sale. It was for like $12.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll have to get that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let's just brainstorm some topics as well. You said 3D sound. I think a history of.
I like leaning around objects. I don't know if that really falls under
I'll put it down.
destructible building.
Shadows.
Destructible surroundings.
The evolution of multiplayer.
That's a big one. I have to sneeze so bad. It ain't coming.
Just
No, it's gone. No. It is some pepper.
some coke.
This is explicit content.
Yes, it is. All right, so we have specific games. We have game mechanics.
I like game mechanics. That's a good fun one.
That will be a fun one. We have 3D sound, history of, shadows, lighting, all included in that one.
Apex needs to update their 3D sound.
Yes, they do.
Because I was in a train tunnel, and I could hear people running on the other side of the tunnel, like on the mini-map. It was like that big of rock. Like,
really?
It was a massive mountain that they were separating. I could hear them running. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I get out of the tunnel. I'm like, they're way over there. How do they even hear them?
That's weird.
And I was like, wow, that was awful.
Okay. And we have the evolution of multiplayer. Anything else that you think we should add?
I don't know. Bullet penetration.
Ooh, bullet penetration. Getting that BP over here, if you know what I'm saying. I'm just going to put penetration and draw a little happy penis.
penis.
It's a happy penis.
I think that's loud enough.
Good job putting things down, dude. Yeah.
Dude, you should still have your freaking shop drop delivery. Because I was gonna use it the other day, and JC was like, "You don't do that shit no more." I'm like, "Fuck, you're cool though."
That would have been cool. My business partner did not want to help advertise or do any of the work, and so it just kind of died.
What do you do?
Just wouldn't let us spend any money, and then didn't want to put any work into trying to get customers. So it would have been cool.
You think Uber fucking Eats would have taken you out?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, it was kind of similar to Instacart. This is a complete tangent for the podcast. I'm sorry, guys. It was kind of like Instacart, and then Instacart came as soon as we started, and I signed up to work for Instacart to see how it worked. Their app is amazing, and at this point, I can't get any hours on Instacart. There's somebody working all the time, and so it just won't let me even log into work. And so I don't know if they're staying busy. I don't know if anything. I've never seen anybody out shopping for Instacart. So I don't know. I don't know if it was like big and took off or what.
Did you have any repeat customers with Shop Drop?
I had a few, yeah. But I just couldn't compete with the app of selecting and knowing the prices and everything. It was hard. It could have been something.
One day it could have been.
Could have been.
Apps are hard to make.
It is, yes. Okay. So I think we've got some pretty good ideas for how the season is going to go. I think this is going to kind of be the format for each first episode of the season. We'll sit down. We'll talk about the topic that we have picked. We'll kind of discuss what falls into it, what doesn't. Some topics for episodes that we can maybe think about. And in us doing this will also give the community time to suggest things as well. So we're also going to open up suggestions on anything. If you want to email us, if you want to DM us on any of our social media, anything like that, feel free and we'll consider it for a topic on the season.
And remember, our giveaway is still happening.
Yes, we are still doing a giveaway.
We've lost some followers because I'm pretty sure people thought we were done. And we're not. We're just busy people.
Yes.
But we're getting back on this train. We're going to ride it out.
Yeah. We still have 65 followers, so we didn't lose that much. I think we lost 2.
I thought we were in the 80s.
I didn't think so. I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, so we are giving away...
Guys, we know more than 60 people listen to us, so go follow our Instagram.
We have the biggest number of downloads in December. Ever. Yeah. Anyway, we are giving away either a year of Nintendo Switch Online, 3 months of Game Pass, or 3 months of PlayStation Now membership. And how you enter is follow us on all of our social media. That'll get you an entry. We are all... It's been a while since I've even looked it up. Subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on any of our social media. All of that gets you an entry. We're going to cut it off as soon as we hit 100 followers on Instagram. We'll then compile all the names on our YouTube, on our Apple reviews, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. File all the names into a spreadsheet, and we'll randomly pick one. So you can get entries for doing all of those. You can subscribe, you can follow. Every time you do one of those, it'll add your name into the hat, so you get more chances of winning. So, and we'll cut that off as soon as we hit 100, whatever that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it is Valentine's, February.
Yes.
Head over to the merch shop.
Yes.
Get your lover some gear.
That is Gameaholicspodcast.wordpress.com, and go to our store tab, which will kick you on over to Teespring, which is the company we have partnered with to make our apparel and mugs and stickers, which those stickers are pretty cool. I've got it on my computer.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice sticker too.
It's probably like 4 inches across. Yeah, it's pretty big. I kind of want to get one for the window of my car. Speaking of that, didn't you say your buddy was making one?
I had a person with the sticker maker.
Sweet. My buddy that prints shirts wants to mess around with our logo and stuff and make some product.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll sit down with him.
You should make that shirt, that logo I made you.
That would be cool.
Did you like that?
I did.
That
can be like a.
But like, I'll show you later.
What was it? Kicking with Kickler?
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a Sunday morning talk show.
Right.
Where I sit down and I talk to the people while drinking some coffee.
I didn't know what to put with yours because I added like the computer buttons in the background. I was like, that's perfect fun. I'll show you mine real quick so you like it.
Archer's been messing around with logos for us individually, and mine has a computer picture in the background, and then it says "Kicking with Kickler," and I think we're going to use that at some point for something.
I haven't really figured out what I want to put word wise, but
Archer's gameplay. I like that you put beer in there. It's very fitting for you.
And a bow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's funny.
And there's yours right there.
Kicking with Kickler. I really feel like a Sunday morning talk show, or like, have you ever seen the people that do like drives in GTA? They just hop in a car and they drive and basically podcast while they're driving on YouTube. Awesome. It's like a huge thing, I guess. I feel like that's what those could be.
I seen me and my buddy from work. We were watching like Farming Simulator on PC and we do all the mods, and he added like all these big diesel trucks into the game, and he like opened up a dealership in the game, and he just like kind of podcasts and like random ass people come, they're all buy that. It's really funny.
Oh, that's funny.
PC's great.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, it's been a while. It's been fun. I think this season's going to be a good way for us to kind of ease into it because, again, it's Archer's favorite topic that we'll be talking about.
We like easing down on stuff, so.
That was dirty.
Dirty. I'm dirty, Dave.
Anyway, so we will see you guys next time. Anything you want to close out with? I always ask you, and you always sound puzzled at the end.
I'm like,
I thought he was going to ask this. I should have prepared.
I don't have anything written down.
All right.
Follow us.
Yep.
Give us feedback, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. Keep on gaming.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Gameaholics Podcast. Don't forget to like, rate, and share this podcast, as we'd like to get it into the ears of as many people as possible. We have a website and a store. You can find that at gameaholicspodcast.wordpress.com, where you can search our episodes, our drinks of the week, and visit our store for some Gameaholics branded merch. We're also on social media. Don't forget to follow our Instagram and Facebook, both under Gameaholics Podcast. Twitter is the only thing that we are different, as that is GameAholicsPod1. We are also on all of your favorite podcasting platforms, including YouTube, under Gameaholics Podcast. Feel free to send us an email or a DM on any of our social media. Our email is gameaholicspodcast@gmail.com.
No, I'm just
I'm
kidding.
gonna use that. I think that was good enough.
You sound like comfortable. I just sound like boom.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm gonna lower me a little bit. Oh, wait, look at this one.
They're fucking red too.
Yeah.
Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick ass boy!
That corgi is huge.
Damn,
That's
boy!
awesome.
This toy that she's got, side note, this is our dog. This is Lila. She had like a coat on that part of the toy, and she was grabbing it by the coat and was flipping it around, and all of a sudden the string breaks and the toy goes flying, and she's like, Aubrey's got a video, it's amazing.
That's awesome.
You're being noisy. Shh. Stop. No. Go upstairs.
She's naked without her phone.
I know, she kind of looks weird, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I started a podcast and it was all fun and games until my mic wouldn't stay.